Cueing, using the word stretch. Ooh, have a good old stretch there. I'm inviting you to question the benefit of using the word stretch. But yoga is all about the stretch. It's all about the stretch. Have a good old stretch. Oh, I can't stretch. I want to stretch. I'm going to yoga to have a stretch. I love yoga for the stretch. I love the stretch in yoga. Your students can use the word stretch away to their heart's content. I'm inviting you as a yoga teacher to not use the word stretch for a couple of reasons. Reason number one, muscles don't stretch. Muscles 100% tighten and tense and get into a knot, and they release that knot and they get longer, but they don't really stretch. If you're pulling the big J's out of your muscle, what you are ultimately doing is pulling the muscle, assuming you have release in the muscle. Now, getting release is a different thing. Unknotting your muscles is a different thing. But if you have release of the muscles and you're stretching, then what you're looking potentially at doing is these micro tears at the tendon level, pulling the muscle off the bone, which is not what we want, which can create micro tears there. What we're looking to do, what you're actually talking about looking to do, is to find release in the muscle, to unknot the muscles, to lengthen the muscles, to find release, because we all know we can get into a knot, but can you unwind? Can you release? Can you relax? Can you find ease in the muscles? So that's the first reason. First reason is muscles don't stretch. The second reason is because in yoga, quite often we have people who are ex-dancers or ex-gymnasts or who have a lot of mobility or maybe even some hypermobility within their body. So if someone has a lot of mobility within their body, then what we're looking for them to do is to find containment rather than length. And these people often are addicted to, really like that sensation of stretch because it's something that they can do well, that they look, they can achieve the pose, whatever that means, well. But what we're looking for to do is to build strength and containment. We're looking to actually get these muscles back in and really contain the joints rather than having the joint become more mobile. The joint already may be a little bit too mobile. And so encouraging that overstretch is where people will hang out of joints. They will put all this pressure through these delicate joints and through the tissue, the connective tissues, the ligaments and tendons of these delicate joints, and can put weight through it without having any containment in it and any strength in it. And so because we often attract people who have a lot of mobility in their joints, it's not necessarily the most useful word to use, because in the beginning, and maybe even after 10 years, students may not know the difference in sensation when we're looking at muscle versus when we're looking at containment within a joint. And so changing our language and becoming more specific with our language can be very useful. Hence, I'm suggesting that we find length through the muscle, that we find containment in the joint, and that we avoid hanging out of the joint, that we avoid pushing into the muscles, but instead that we come in to find release and length and containment. Cueing to sensation. What do I mean? Well, have you been to classes where it is, I don't know, extend your arms and feel the stretch through the underarm, or feel the stretch through the side body, or feel the stretch in the back of the calves? You guessed it. Not my favorite. Not my favorite for two reasons. Obviously, I've used the word stretch there intentionally, and it's not a word that I want to use. So let's assume we switch the word to lengthen or to release or to whatever the actual thing we want is. If you start cueing them to where they're going to feel sensation, that can make people wrong. If you're in down dog, so just take something like down dog, where is it that you feel that sensation? So for some people, they may have really tight calves and feel it in their calves. Other people, they may have really weak wrists, wrists. So they might feel it more like pressure through their wrists. Other people might have tight shoulders and might have. So depending on the person, you're looking to get them to activate the back chain. But that back chain goes literally from their fingertips the whole way up across the neck and down the whole way to the heels. So I'm going to invite them to notice where on their back body they have that sensation, to notice, is it Are they enjoying the sensation? Are they in pain? Are they unstable? And can they make adjustments to allow that lengthen arise, and to see if they can notice where it is that they're getting that, and does that make sense for them? So rather than telling them where they should feel something, change it to inquire, where do you feel it? Does it feel stable? Does it feel released? Does it feel, ask these kind of questions rather than telling people where they should feel it, because two different bodies, exact same pose, will feel it in two different places. Give it a go, see how it works, and play with it for yourself and see, can you find the difference in your own body, and then can you share that with your students? Let me know if you'd like some more.